Oh, I do know what the biggest scandal was, and this never aired. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm ready. I'm bringing it out of my sleeves, girl, and it's coming to you hot and fresh.
Welcome to Tea Time with Attitude Magazine, the weekly show where I delve into the private lives of RuPaul's Drag Race UK contestants. I'm Jodie Harsh and I am your host. I am a DJ, producer and icon, really? I didn't write that. Anyway, here's this week's episode. We are joined by the iconic Tayce. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hello, baby. It's me, it's you, it's us. How the hell are you doing?
We're here. I'm doing really good. You made it to final 3, of course, and the country loves you. So now that's all over and the winning queen has been crowned. How are you feeling?
Honestly, I feel on top of the world. I did my absolute best in the competition. I got from the beginning to the end. I saw every challenge. I saw every runway. Some weren't amazing. I had stumbles, highs, lows, peaks and valleys, but I was just me, and that's all you can be on a show like that, you know? I think you can go on to shows like that and you see other drag queens going in, you can get very much into this headspace of, I need to be, and on, and, bitchy, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be cool, stay out the arguments, smile on my face, keep happy vibes going, and have a good time, and that's what I did, so can't complain.
With Drag Race especially, it's not always about the winning anyway.
You go in there to win the crown, but if you can win the crowd, you're good, honey. And I think the crowd's, I got a good bunch of peeps on my side, so I'm all good over here.
100%. When you were there, did you think it was for the taking, like at the finale, or what was your what was going through your head when she said Lawrence's name?
Oh, well, first of all, I knew it wasn't going to be Miss Old Me. I just knew it. I knew it in my heart and soul. But I was really fine with it. Like, I got to the end. I thought it's going to be Bim. It's going to be Lawrence. And either one of them rightly deserve it. I think I just don't know. I just didn't feel like it was my time to get the crown yet. I feel like I've still got a lot of growing and stuff to do as a queen. I would love to come back and slay an All-Stars one day. And just go out and attack life now. I do like that it's over. It's kind of like a weight's been a bit lifted, And you're not looked at as a queen in the ranking of the show, Not as a finalist, as a this, as a fourth out, as whatever. I just want to go out as me, doing my thing for yous and living it up. And there's a lot of things.
You're released into the wild now.
Yeah, I'm out of the cage and I'm ready to fly.
Yeah, totally. You were like the confessional and meme queen this season, and fans really flocked to you in droves, which was just so good to see. And I feel like the judges sometimes, it's almost like they thought you were holding back in the workroom or something. And
let's talk about the judges.
Let's talk about that. Do you think that you brought enough of the side that we saw in confessionals into the competition?
Well, this is the thing. I wasn't even thinking about it because it wasn't planned, it wasn't rehearsed. Everything I did on the show was real and was just me in the moment. I'm not sitting there and going, ooh, what's this? Let me go through my Rolodex of crazy sayings in my head and see what's going to make everyone jump up and laugh. This is just stuff that comes out of my mouth. So, when you hear from the judges we wish we saw more of this emotional connection or whatever with drag that we see out of drag, I was like, I disagree because I'm the same in and out of drag. My name is Tayce, it's my boy name, it's the name I was given, and yeah, I'm not hiding behind any facade, any character. So what you see is what you get.
So you wouldn't have done anything differently?
No regrets apart from the scour outfit.
And a lot of people commented on your light lunch with Rue and Michelle, and how there's almost like a pressure for queens to cry or get emotional on these catch-ups. Yes. Did you feel like there was pressure to essentially serve teardrops with
Not at all. I only realised really until I watched it back and I saw comments, because I always see that conversation as a time to just have a nice, more intimate chat. I don't really go into, I'm not a crier anyway, really. It's just not really how I deal with things. I just don't cry. I just get frustrated and I move on and I keep it moving. And I don't have any, I don't have all this emotional trauma fortunately, I haven't gone through any of that. I've had a very fortunate upbringing, and the only thing I can really bring into it is that if you have parents who, support you being queer from day dot, you can make a camp old bitch like this. So, honey, why can't all the parents just be a little bit nicer? You know what I mean?
Totally, yeah. Is there anything that happened that didn't make the edit that you would have liked fans to see?
Ooh. No. I showed myself. I had a great time. Honestly, I think the only thing that they didn't show was the who should go home and why question on one of the last episodes. That was about it. Which everyone said Ellie, apart from Ellie, who said a horror.
What was the biggest scandal of the season for you?
Oh, I do know what the biggest scandal was, and this never aired. Oh, okay, here we go. This is the juicy.
We want secret juicy scandal.
Here we go. I'm ready. I'm bringing it out of my sleeves, girl, and it's coming to you hot and fresh. So, episode 4, Monster Runway, backstage, literally behind the. Where you come out on the runway to do your walk. We're there in our queue, ready to go, and I've got this little bottle of spray blood, because I'm obsessed with my blood, girl. So I'm there, and I was doing my vampire look one night. So I was like, psst, 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 eyes closed, again, all over my face. And that 5th squit, I just hear a, oh! And I open my eyes, and I turn around, and it's Lawrence Chaney covered in my blood.
You squirted it at them.
Not my real blood, in my fake blood. But she was literally about to go on the runway after me in a monster gown. She was like, someone get me a foundation and some powder now. No. And I was like, Lawrence, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. She was like, Tayce, don't even talk to me. I don't even want to know. I was like, Lawrence, it was no, we'll talk about it later. Nah.
Sabotage.
Yeah, but we got over it. She was fine. She tapped it off and it was all good. But, imagine if I did that on purpose. That would have been a very showgirls moment. Like, oops. Sorry.
Yeah, so that. I love that. You were, undoubtedly the lip sync assassin, and you sent your sis and bestie a horror pack in. Now, the two of you, of course, live together. So, was there any, awkwardness or bad blood? When you got home, was there, slamming of kitchen cupboards or anything? Or...
Oh, no, nothing like that. I think we were very much like, if one of us is going to go home, then the other one just has to try and bring it home, Yeah. And, we would have had a lovely little box in the corner with a little light ready to place it all in and everything. But sadly, it's gone to Lawrence. It's in Scotland. So what can you do?
Yeah. And you and Ahura, obviously, you're besties, basically.
Yeah, just good old chums. We made out once in a club. What gay-mo hasn't?
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of fans are rooting for a proper drag race.
They want the whole grungy vibe, but they're not going to get it. I can't be fake. I can't be two-faced about it. I'm sorry. I just got to be honest. There's no love there like that. I'm looking for someone else. It is what it is.
Yeah, so on the subject of romance, you spoke about not having that much luck in the love department so far.
No, never.
And as trade of the season, I think that's probably surprised quite a lot
I'm
of
still
viewers.
surprised that I got it. I was surprised when I was there. I watched it and everyone was like, oh my god, Tayce being like, oh, shocked. I thought it would have gone to Estina or Bimini, hands down. They got the bard, that's who I voted for. I'm this skinny little thing over here, darling, who's been unlucky all her life, so she doesn't think that way.
But I bet your DMs are filling up now, aren't they?
I'm not complaining at the minute. It's all good, but I'm very picky. I think that's my problem as well. I could have a line of people in front of me. Don't get me wrong, but I could say no to every single one. And if you're good, and then you mess me about, well, it's a no straight away. So I probably make it hard for myself as well. But hey ho.
Yes, you're making it harder for yourself.
Yeah. But good things are worth the wait, and they take time.
Absolutely, and your DMs are open. You are available to the prospect of meeting a nice...
Oh yes, blue tick or not, baby. Roll on in, let the good times roll.
Now, if there's one other thing that we learned about you, it's that you love baked beans.
Oh, I do indeed.
Have Heinz been in touch? Did I see you opening
Yes, honey, they've been in touch. I did a little job for them yesterday, and there's some other stuff coming. Maybe a big fat campaign. Who knows? Maybe I'll be in a vat of beans, living it up.
Oh,
yeah.
That sounds quite comic reliefy as well. A bath of baked beans.
So watch this space, baby.
Okay, perfect. And you provided honestly so much cheer and charm and joyousness on the show. Obviously, we're friends, and so I know you on a personal level, but I think just the whole nation just really fell in love with you, and you always had a beaming smile on your face. But what pisses you off in life?
Not a lot does. When we come down to the nitty-gritty of it, it's usually really just boys that get on my nerves. Apart from that, that's it. Boys messing you around, giving you mixed messages, saying they want you and then they don't, you know, taking 27 years to reply to a stupid message, things like that. That's when the psycho Gemini Tayce comes out. Patricia, I like to call it, and she's horrible.
You and Series 1 queen, Vinegar Strokes.
Oh.
So I've got to ask you.
Go on.
I didn't write this question, but there was a bit of beef last week. Have you kissed and made up, or is Vinegar off the Tayce menu for the foreseeable? Like what?
Oh, she's unfollowed. She's not. I'm not talking to her at the minute. I'm not really into it, and I don't really care to like sort it out right now. She sent me an apology like about an hour after the fact that it happened, and she was sharing Metro articles and Pink News things, and I basically said, listen, we can sort it out when we sort it out, but for right now, I don't even want to talk about it. You must be a bit bored and you need something to do, so you're lashing out at me for some sort of reason. I don't need it. I didn't call you this, that, and the other. I never had before, and I never would even now. But we'll fix it. We'll patch it up. But you know when you just need a minute to breathe? Like when someone comes with an apology straight, it's like, I'm still angry. But I'm sure she'll watch this. I'll see her at Driving Drag in a few weeks, and we'll sort it out then. It'll be fine. Things like this, they're not that deep. They're really not. And the situation itself wasn't that deep. It's just annoying.
And what is next for Tayce? Like, for example, could there be a stint on All Stars UK if that ever happens? Would you be down for doing that?
Oh, I would love to come back and show my face and say hi to the kids, you know? I think the nation misses me on this screen every Thursday. I know I miss lip syncing 4 times in the competition, so honey, have me back for an All Stars and we can bring it up to 8.
Please, we need
Hopefully
that.
a lip sync for your legacy and I can do what I do and win.
Yes, please.
I would love that. But there's things in the work. Base of Coke, Heinz Beans, Pat McGrath, magazines. I got music coming out soon. I got YouTube. I'm building my YouTube.
I want to see you walking down the runway in Fashion Week. We need all of that.
I'm getting signed today with a big modeling agency as a male model, so that'll be fun. So I've got Tayce the male model and Tayce the Rue girl. I can't complain. What a good mix.
Get you a girl that can do both.
Exactly.
I love that. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure watching you.
Always and forever.
On Drag Race, and you're amazing. And you are a winner, baby. You are a winner.
Thank you, baby. Oh, it was so good to speak to you, Boo. I hope to see you out soon. When everything's open, we'll have to get a good old drink and a good old bev going.
100%. We need that. Bye, baby. Thanks for watching Tea Time, brought to you by Attitude Magazine. We'll be back for some more very, very soon. And don't forget to subscribe to Attitude's YouTube channel.